LocalBozo.com is backstage with Saving Abel guitarist Scott Bartlett. Scott, thanks so much for some time today.
My pleasure.
What's it like for a band to play in New York City, and do you have any jitters before you go on here?
I would say no about the jitters, just because this is what we do now. You know, like I just get excited. You know, New York is such a cool city. You know, it's funny. The last time we played here, it was with Hinder. It was a show for the troops at the same venue, and we were the headliners on national television. I was nervous for that, but you know, we got through it, and now we're ready to do it again.
Does the band have any pre-show rituals that you guys go through before every single show?
Mine is Jack Daniels. I like to sit in the dressing room. Look, we're a Southern rock band, man, so I drink my Tennessee whiskey and I warm up, and you know, I'll rip through some guitar solos and start to get a little drunk, and then I go out in front of whoever's out there.
It's been said that you bring sort of the Southern rock swagger to the band. Where's your inspiration come from, and what, I guess, did you grow up on musically that influenced you?
You know, what's interesting is that I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, whereas the rest of my guys, I mean, they are from like the Bible Belt. I mean, they talk like this all the time. They're from Corinth, Mississippi. And it's interesting that I'm probably more Southern rock than any of them, just because I'm so heavily influenced by the Allman Brothers, Leonard Skinner, primarily the Allman Brothers. I really like, at that point in me learning how to play guitar, when I discovered the Allman Brothers is when it started to go from, you know, I'm playing 4 hours a day.
Wow.
I have Dwayne tattooed on my arm. I mean, I love Dwayne Allman. I love everything that he's about.
So after touring with some bigger bands like Nickelback and playing bigger venues, and then you guys did a pretty substantial headlining run of club shows, do you prefer the bigger venues to the club tour, or what's your preference musically?
It's kind of tough. You know, I like to straddle the fence on that one, because I think that there's something really special about being able to see the gleam in your fan's eye. You know, when you're in front of 40,000 people, you can't do that. But when you're in front of 40,000 people, it's kind of a surreal experience. You know, it's just like a sea of people, you know.
Sure.
So I definitely like both, and I don't think I have a preference. I mean, obviously we want to sell tickets, you know, so that's important. And we want to sell merchandise, because at the end of the day, this is a business. But there's something pretty intimate about having just those diehard fans, you know, feel your sweat from the stage.
So the latest album, Miss America, very well received. What went into the writing and recording process of this album as opposed to the self-titled debut?
I think that primarily we kind of discovered who we were. On the first album, you know, the last song that we recorded was actually our biggest hit, Addicted. And before that, you know, we almost had a singer-songwriter vibe to us. And that song, Addicted, is a mid-tempo, but it's heavy, and it's just like balls and in your face. And that sound sort of shaped our sophomore album. And we used, you know, like the same sort of sonic tricks in doing our sophomore album. And, you know, all of us co-wrote the songs. Jared's voice is stronger than ever. We got guitar solos all over the place, which is awesome for me. I think that we really discovered who we were on the second record.
What does the rest of 2011 hold for Saving Abel? Can we expect another album this year?
I doubt it. I mean, I think that the hope is that we keep releasing singles, we keep selling records, and we keep selling out and venues on tour. I know that we are doing a heavy festival season, so all summer we'll be out with people. I don't think I can talk about who we're going to go on tour with next. I know we're going to do some headlining stuff, and you can look to see us a whole lot this summer. Probably put out another record next year.
If there's anything else you'd like to leave the readers of LocalBozo.com with, please.
Can I cuss?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. That was cool.
Awesome. Scott, thanks so much for some time today. Really appreciate it. And, you know, looking forward to seeing you tonight.
All right.
Awesome.
What up, guys? You're rocking out with LocalBozo.com.